Dating apps are uniquely depressing from a guy's perspective because you send out all these likes, then only a fraction of those likes turn into matches, then a fraction of those matches respond to your message, then a fraction of the girls who respond to your message you have a good conversation with, then a fraction of those good conversations turn into planning a date, then a fraction of those planned dates actually happen because sometimes things fizzle out in the planning process, or sometimes people flake the day of, and then a fraction of the dates that you actually go on are worthwhile because either you're like not attracted to the person when you meet them or you guys just don't click. And I'm sure it's not all rainbows from the girl's perspective either. Maybe you guys could chime in, but it's crazy because I've actually had good experiences with dating apps. Like my last girlfriend I met through a dating app, but she said that on our first date, she was thinking about canceling the day of because it was raining out and it just felt like a pain in the ass.
What are your top 3 tips for people to make their dating app profile more attractive?
Absolutely, positively put information about yourself in your profile. Nobody cares how witty you come off if you're not saying anything about yourself. The prompt that led to my marriage was, I won't shut up about my dog Zoe, Sugarfish, the Jonas Brothers, and whatever song I'm listening to on repeat right now. So make a list of places you like to go, things you like to do. That gives someone so many talking points. Number 2, if you are a girl, don't make your profile look like your Instagram. Your profile is not for other girls to think you're cool. It's for a guy to learn your personality. And number 3, don't just send a like, send a comment, start a conversation.
If I see any of these on a man's dating profile, I am immediately swiping right. Number 1, if you have a picture in a wedding party, that is the picture I'm sending a like on. Having tangible proof that anyone in the world likes you enough to include you in one of the most special days of their entire life is such a green flag. Not to mention I love a man in a suit. Number 2, if I want to steal one of your prompts, I have a folder of screenshotted prompts in my phone where I've sent a like, but if they don't match back, I will certainly be stealing their prompt, especially if it's funny. Number 3, I go crazy for an action cooking shot. I don't want the picture of you posing with the food in the end. I want the in-progress picture of you standing next to the stove. I want this photo to be my POV if we're spending the rest of our lives together. Number 4 is a seasonal photo. If it is fall, I want to see pumpkin pictures. If it's Christmas, I want to see Christmas lights. I am such a sucker for the novelty of a season, so I will certainly be swiping right on that. And number 5, I love seeing a concise list of hobbies to prove that you are a fully complete and well-rounded human. Our hobbies don't need to overlap, but just having the capacity to hold interest in something outside of work is such a green flag.
If you're going to use dating apps to date seriously, I beg of you to use your eyes and read, because riddle me this. I just checked my Hinge likes and got a like from this person who puts Christian in their profile and also made an extra point in their prompts to highlight that faith is important to them. Covering his picture, again, he highlights that he is Christian and he's looking for a long-term relationship. So why did he send me a like when this is my profile? Loud and clear for everyone to see. I do not believe in faith. I am anti-faith. Makes no sense to me, and now I have a headache.
Here are the most common mistakes men seem to make on dating apps or just trying to be attractive to women in general. Firstly, using a selfie as your first picture. Listen, for men, looks only really make a difference if you're in the top 5% or in the bottom 20%. Most men are attractive in motion. Like, women are not concerned that you're going to be ugly. They're worried that you're going to be boring. So ideally, your profile is filled with pictures of you actually doing things, or hanging out with your friends, or pictures that make her laugh. And women are not scrolling past the first photo unless that photo is really intriguing. So pick one that is full of personality. Secondly, and this applies both for prompts but also for chats, because a lot of men ended up sending me screenshots of chats that didn't convert into dates. And that mistake is sounding too corporate. And your tone is very formal, very polite, a little bit try-hard even. Disclaimer, I've never been on dating apps, so I fact-checked all of my advice with my boyfriend and my guy friends who have been on dating apps in the past and were very successful on them. And they all agreed with me, which is the worst thing you can do is sound like you're making small talk at the office. You need to come off like you're not taking any of it seriously, like you're texting your oldest friend in the world in the most casual, kind of deranged way you can imagine. And yes, this will put some women off, but that is fine. You're not doing this to win their validation. For the others, it makes you seem relaxed so they can be relaxed. Because here's the thing, politeness is intended to put up a glass wall between two people. It makes genuine comfort impossible, it makes a spark impossible, it makes eroticism impossible. Nothing in your prompts should sound like small talk. You cannot be making small talk in the chats. Don't dance around your desires. Don't dance around being controversial. You can literally open a chat by saying, I fucking hate texting. You are beautiful, I want to see if we have a spark. Meet me at X restaurant at 8 p.m. on Saturday. That's it. She says yes, she says no, but she's actually more likely to say yes because you seem so confident.
I have some dating app profile advice for men. That would be, don't include details about your money. Don't tell us you earn 6 figures, you own a horse, a house, a boat, a car, an ATV, a vacation home, all of the above. If your bio is all about the stuff you have, you will attract people who are interested in the stuff you have and the stuff you can give them. And then you're going to be mad that they're using you as an ATM, but didn't you tell them that's exactly what you are in the very beginning? If you're not interested in a transaction, do not put a price tag on yourself.
Reason 1,000,001 why the dating apps fucking suck is the men on there are ass fucking ugly. Y'all literally built the fire, then climbed into the pot. You decided amongst yourselves that putting effort into how you look, caring about your appearance, means you're gay. Now you're unattractive and women don't want to be with you. And yet you somehow still feel entitled to having an attractive, intelligent partner. But then she makes you feel insecure because you don't like how you look. You don't feel good about yourself. You lack self-confidence, and then you blame her. If you don't put effort into how you look and how you present yourself, why would I think you're going to put effort into me and our relationship if you can't even do it for yourself? Take a fucking shower, get a haircut, get a skincare routine, and start wearing some better clothes that fit and look good. Put some fucking effort in, and you may start getting some more matches. And if you're going to be offended by this, I would strongly suggest you look at the amount of matches you have and take a look at yourself. Do something about it.
Trigger warning to all of the sensitive men out there. Your ego might not be able to handle this one. This is what your dating app says about you. Tinder, you're in the military. You just arrived for basic training and you're trying to experience the social life. And if you're not in the military, you're just trying to solidify a hookup for the week. Or day. However you want to look at it, I guess. You're also the type that needs a lot of validation. And if you're nearing 30 and still using Tinder, you're just impulsive and indecisive. Good luck, babes. Hinge, you've already gone through the Tinder and Bumble phase and you're ready to settle down. You're probably between the ages of 24 and 32 and have a solid career in finance, software engineering, or marketing. There's always a lot of pilots too. Weird, right? Anyway, you're definitely the dinner date type of guy and you probably have the most potential out of any guys on other dating apps. Match.com. It's been a rough divorce, hasn't it? Bumble. I have a lot to say about this one. Fragile masculinity. You're hopeless when it comes to interacting with females, so much so that you need them to come to you. You're also probably tired of being rejected. You'll take just about anything that comes your way at this point. Let's be honest. Ashley Madison. Okay, Josh Duggar. Why not just get a divorce first? Facebook, you probably didn't even know this was a thing, right? Why in the fuck would you ever use this method of dating? You're probably not too technologically savvy, Grandpa. Lastly, we have Christian Mingle. Oh, Christ.
Okay, boys, we need to talk. I have been on the dating apps for 5 months now. I want to help you out, okay? Because I've seen some things, and I've seen a lot of bad profiles. I would say 75% of the profiles I see on dating apps from men could use a lot of improvement. So let your girl help you out. First things first, verify your profile. Do the photo verification, because I didn't care about that in the beginning and I got catfished a couple times. I didn't meet the guy, but it wasn't who I was talking to. So now, if your profile is not verified, I will not match with you or speak to you at all. Okay, next, your very first picture that shows up on your profile needs to be your very best one. It should not be a picture of your dog. It should not be a picture of nature. It should not be a picture of a damn fish. It should be your best picture, because as a woman, for instance, I downloaded Tinder again the other day. It was right before I went to bed. I woke up the next morning to 600 likes, okay? Because I pay for Tinder, so I see who likes me. Because of that, I don't have time to go look through every profile. So I've got this grid of men, okay? And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be very, very superficial and shallow, and I'm going to look at that first picture. Nope, 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 nope. And I will probably end up swiping on maybe like 1 out of 100 guys, if that. Okay, speaking of pictures, don't put your kids in your pictures. That's creepy. And you're on a dating app and you don't know who's looking at your pictures. It's probably not just women that are looking at men's profiles, okay? So don't put your kids' faces on your freaking dating profile. If I see that, it's an immediate ick and I do not match. Also, speaking of pictures, your pictures should be from right now, like in the last 6 months. Do not post pictures from 2002 because we can tell. We can tell when it says that you're 40 and your pictures all look like you're 30 or that you're in high school partying. I know that's when you were in your prime, but listen, we need to know what you look like right now. Please don't have sunglasses on in every picture. I need to see your eyeballs. I need to see your whole face. I need a smiling picture. I need to see those choppers. I need to see what they look like. I need to make sure you've got some.
What's something that you see on dating profiles that you really wish you could tell people, don't do that? It doesn't come across the way you're thinking or hoping it does. For me, I don't understand why guys are always flipping off the camera in their profile pictures. Or also, I don't like when guys are on there saying, don't do this or be this or do this. Like, and I can't put that I don't like when people do that in my profile because then I'm just doing exactly what I'm saying I don't like people to do. But I don't know, it drives me crazy. So again, what is something that you wish you could tell people to not do or maybe even do more of in their dating profiles?
For all you men on dating apps out there, you know, us women are at a bit of an advantage when it comes to the whole catfishing situation. But I think you men are winning again because instead of the catfishes, we are now entering a new era of voice fishes. And these are primarily men. Some guys just have really hot and sexy voices. And so they can just call me on the phone and I just picture this hot man because of how hot his voice is. And then I don't actually think he's cute when I see a picture of him. But I don't care anymore. I don't care what he actually looks like because his voice is just so hot that I'm so attracted to him. Like, I've heard his voice way more than I've seen his face, so I'm only associating his voice with the image that came up in my head rather than what he actually looks like. And any guy that has a hot voice to me is already at least 5 or 6 on my scale because I just am really attracted to guys' voices. But it's not just me. I know a lot of women that just love guys by their voices. So if you're a guy who's not confident in your looks, but you're confident in your voice and your humor, baby boy, give that bitch a phone call, okay? Not a FaceTime, just a phone call. Let me tell you, the results, they may surprise you.
If you're a guy and you use a dating app, listen to me. I have some important information. I want to help you out. I keep getting so many comments like this one saying that dating apps are brutal for men. It's a numbers game. They don't get much interest. I'm going to be really honest. I think a lot of profiles suck for men. You guys don't take pictures. You're not picture people. Women, we take a lot of pictures. We know good lighting. We know how to get our outfits right. So this is what you need to do. You need to get recent photos, good lighting. Have your mom, your sister, a coworker, a guy friend, maybe not a guy, a girlfriend, take these pictures for you. No far away shots, no wearing like snowboarding gear. You have like a helmet and a mask. We don't need pictures of your food. We don't really need that many pictures of your dog. And then when you're actually going through your profile, don't just write like one word answers. Like put some time into it, because if you don't put time into it, how am I going to think you're going to be able to put time into planning a date? Also show some substance. When I'm going through, I like when a guy has personality in his profile, but I also like when there's just like a little bit more substance. And when you're scrolling through girls' profiles, actually like read what she writes and see if there's like compatibility there. Because I feel like a lot of guys just like swipe, 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 swipe. I don't even think you guys are reading stuff half the time. Are you? And when you start engaging with someone, like, Pay attention to their profile. Use something that they've said as a really great opener. Ask a really interesting question. Like, do something to really engage them and spark their curiosity that just like, hey, how are you doing? It's just not going to stand out. It's not going to stand out, guys. I want you guys to win.
If you don't use dating apps, it's common knowledge that anytime you go out in public ever is a possible mating experience. That's common knowledge. That's old news. We know, okay? Anytime you go out, it's possible this could be your time, right? Okay, so tell me why every time I go out, I'm feeling it, right? Put on a dress, hair's done, I got it going on, I'm feeling cute. I'm like, all right, let's do this, right? It could just be me running errands. Nothing special, but I'm popping over places left and right, you know what I'm saying? I don't so much as make eye contact with somebody, let alone have someone come up to me asking for my number. Everyone on dating apps, the online thing, that's you. That's all you. Get it, girlfriend. You get that. You know what I'm saying? You do that online thing. But for everyone else who wants a normal type of relationship, when's it our turn? Where is this happening? Where are people meeting each other? I'm not kidding. And it's such a deflating feeling when you're done your errands and you're going home and you're just in your car, still looking cute, but not feeling cute anymore. No, you don't, because nothing happened. Not one person came up to you telling you you're so beautiful, I want to take you out. That didn't happen, did it? No. So now what? When's it our turn, okay? I'm done.
Dating apps have made it apparent to me that no one knows how to hold a conversation or to ask a question. You ever been trying to like get to know someone and you're like, oh, so like, what do you do? Like, what kind of music do you like? And they like give you a long, elaborate answer and then cannot muster the courage or strength with their twiddly little thumb to go, how about you? Like, you don't care. You don't care. I would sit here and be like, oh, are you guys even trying to meet anybody on dating apps? But I know damn well that most of us are not trying to, and we kind of use it as another thing to scroll on, unfortunately. But bro, if you're gonna put the energy into texting somebody, how about you? How about you? Like, don't you want to know? Don't you want to know who you're talking to? It actually is baffling to me. Like, either talk to someone or don't. And it leaves me to wonder, like, does the thought actually not even cross their mind at all to be inquisitive towards the other person? Like, you don't want to know details about the person that you're talking to. Not even for a reason of like, oh, would I like you? But like, what if they're dangerous? You ever thought? Did you ever have a thought? Did you ever have a thought of another person? Did you ever think?
Might be the most shallow thing that I've ever said in my life, but I feel like this warrants a discussion. Like I really want to hear everybody's mindset when it comes to this. But last night I was at dinner with my girlfriend and we were talking about the fact that there are just not enough attractive men out there and there are so many hot women. And I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what? Even if I were to walk down the street right now, I could guarantee you in the span of a few blocks, I would see a handful of gorgeous women with style, women with poise, women who are just conventionally attractive. And I might see one attractive man, and that's on a good day. And even more so, I have a guy friend and we were getting dinner the other weekend and we're both in our dating phases and we were talking about how like god awful it is out here, and we exchanged our Hinges. Like I saw his guy view of Hinge and he saw mine, and I was gobsmacked because every single girl that came up was pretty, was cute, was downright hot. And he gave me back my phone and he was like, Kimmy, I'm so sorry. So yeah, if you guys have any theories, I would love to hear them.